Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Memorial Day and the Daily Huddle still on. My name is Giovanni Gonzalez and I am super excited to be with you guys. Thank you for joining us at the live studio of the Daily Huddle. You know, I just love saying that, the live studio of the Daily Huddle.
You know, we'll stop putting the word virtual in there. Period.
Exactly. I am truly excited to be with you guys. It's just a great morning. The weather is great in Atlanta. Thank you all for being here and for taking time to start your Monday with the Daily Huddle, where we say that it is a serious business to start the day the right way, because the way that you start your day gives you the rest of the day, and the way that you live each day gives you the rest of your life. So I'm going to ask you, Saurel, what time is it? And you're going to say now. What time is it, Saurel?
It's now.
Exactly. And that's why we got to start the day the right way. Saurel, it is my co-host, the #1 executive coaching expert. Thank you for being here, Saurel.
Good morning, Giovanni, and good morning, everyone. My co-host and my business partner is Giovanni Gonzalez, the #1 transformational leadership coach. And it's always my pleasure to co-host with you, and not just a pleasure, really a privilege. I grow every morning. I grow every week. I am growing like a weed, and I could not be more grateful. And so I want to welcome you to the Daily Huddle. If this is your first time in the live virtual audience, Gabby, welcome. Josiane, welcome. Mary Pat, Sear, Maria, Andrea, and Thomas Skaggs, welcome everyone. It is my honor this evening to introduce someone to you who's a native Haitian lady on a mission to serve. And mother's single mother. So if you are a single mom and you want to connect with what it is to be thriving in life as a single mom, no excuses, no nothing except a driven desire to not only succeed for herself, but to bring along all single mothers with her. And Muriam Cinevert is not only a mother of one, but she's also the regional vice president at a company called Fiducia Financial. She serves predominantly the immigrant community with guidance on immigration, insurance planning, and credit counseling. She is an award-winning entrepreneur with a best-selling book entitled I Love Me on Amazon. She is a confidence and success coach, a motivational speaker, and the founder, mark this, people, the founder of True Self magazine, a magazine for the curvy woman, where she helps the plus-size community embrace and love the skin that they're in. Muriam's passion to help single mothers birthed the idea of the show called Single Mompreneurs. Her vision and her purpose for this show is to bring single mothers together so that they demonstrate to the world that it is possible to be a single mom, live a phenomenal life, run a business, and take care of your family all at once. Now, to bring us today's inspirational conversation, I give you, ladies and gentlemen, Muriam Cinevert. Muriam, welcome and good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh my God, Saurel, you make this. Can you repeat everything again? Because you make me sound so good.
It's recorded.
Saurel, what is the question today, Saurel?
The question today, thank you for the reminder, Gio. The question today is, how can you awaken the confidence inside of you and accept yourself?
Yes. Well, thank you so much again, you guys, and welcome everyone who's joining me today. And the question is, as Saurel mentioned, how do you unleash your confidence within and accept yourself? Well, this is something that I myself had to experience, and I am going to be very transparent with all of you because, as my magazine say, true self, okay, have to live up to my true self, my true potentials, and to really speak to you guys because now we are families, we're friends. And I remember beginning of 2000, 2003, 2004, I had a really bad experience with myself where I didn't know how to love me. I didn't know how to accept me. I've always been a double digit girl, meaning that I've always been a double digit size, right? I've never been a size 8. I've never been a size 7. I've always been 12, been the smallest I've ever been. However, I didn't know how to embrace the size 12, the size 14 that I was always carrying. It kept me back. It kept me back knowing that, thinking I couldn't do certain things, thinking that people would not accept me. I didn't date as much because I was not confident to date. And so, which brings me to this question is, what is low self-esteem? Because see, when we have low self-esteem is what we tell ourselves, right? It's how we make ourselves feel. It's the doubt of things that we say to ourselves. It's not so much about what other people say or think of us. It's really what we think of ourselves. And so when you have low self-esteem and low self-confidence, that low self-confidence can cause so much toxic in you. It will make you become overwhelmed. You will have financial struggles. You will have anxiety, and it will create a cycle of bad relationships. I know, trust me, because every time you are with your lover, your spouse, your partner, whomever, there's always a problem. It's always, I'm too fat, or he's not loving my body. And when it's not so, it's usually us who stop us from enjoying life. So, sorry, I'm a little nervous. Okay. So, I've created a program for the plus size community because, as Saurel mentioned, I am for the plus size community. And please keep in mind, even though I'm talking about plus size, that does not mean the points that I'm going to share with you that you cannot share, use it for yourself. Because at the end of the day, we all need to feel love. We all need to embrace who we are and accept us, accept you for who you are and the skin that you're carrying, right? So I've created a couple steps. And the first steps that I use every day, and I'm about to share my secrets with you. I use the steps every day after brushing my teeth. After brushing my teeth, I will look in the mirror and I will do what I call the true self mirror self-talk affirmations. I will do that. So what that is that when you do a self-talk, you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention to how you talk to yourself because the words that you speak impacts your life on a daily basis. Believe it or not, you're going to be negative. If you speak negative about yourself, everything and everyone around you, guess what? Going to be negative. Everything. So what I do every morning after brushing my teeth, as mentioned, I will use this example of positive self-talk. And please, if you're able to do this with me, do it with me, okay? I would take my right hand and I will put it over my heart, because see, you have the reason why putting your right hand over your heart, because you are welcoming love into your heart. So I always welcome love into my heart, because see, your palm full of love. You know, when people always talking about the healing touch, the magic hands, it's because there is something special in your hand, and that is love. So I take my right palm and I put it over my heart, over my chest, and I welcome love into my heart. Take the left one and put it over my right hand, and I welcome love into my heart. And I will speak these words with a deep breath in, of course, and a deep breath out. And I will speak the words of, I am authentic, and that is enough. And I will repeat it about 3 to 5 times until I really feel that what I am speaking, it is so. I will do it again with a deep breath in and out, and I will speak again. I am authentic, and that is enough, right? And I receive it. So you have to also receive what you say. Don't just say these words and just let it be. You also have to receive all the words, positive affirmations that you are giving to yourself. And this is part of how you're going to unleash yourself and accept you for who you are. The other words, the other affirmations I always say to myself is, of course, with a deep breath in and a deep breath out. My body carries my size just right, and I feel good. My body carries my size just right, and I feel good. So it doesn't matter what size you are. If you're a size 6, if you're a size 14, if you're a size 20, if you're a size 22, I don't care. Just whatever size you are, just know that your body carries your size just right, and you should feel really good as that size. I am a size 16, and my body carries my size just right, and I feel good. I feel good in my size. The other affirmations that I say to myself all the time is, I dress the part, I look the part, I am a great example for my plus size divas, because I am here to help my plus size divas. So if I don't accept me, if I don't feel good in my own skin, if I don't carry that confidence, if I don't feel it, then I cannot be that person for them. I cannot be the true self to help them to create that true self, right? So I always say these affirmations. I dress the part, I look the part, and I am a great example for my plus size divas. Say it about 3 to 5 times until I really feel it. Now, throughout my experience with curvy women, I get this a lot. Curvy women always talk about how they don't feel they are sexy in bed. Their spouse, their lovers are not treating them right. But again, as I mentioned earlier, sometimes it's not your spouse, it's not your lover that's not treating you right, it's coming from you. And so I've also created few affirmations that I call true sensuality self, to help my curvy women to understand and to accept the body when they are with their spouse or their partners. And some of those affirmations goes like this. Again, with my right hand over my heart, and a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. And I will say these words. I will unleash my sexual confidence. I will unleash my sexual confidence. Again, when you are with your partner, when I am with my partner, he would definitely feel my sexuality, my sensuality. He will feel that I am confident in my skin. I am confident in my sexuality. I am who I am because, and he can love me better. He can love me more because I've accept myself. I've accept my sexuality. I am sexually confident. So when your partner knows that you are sexually confident, he'll be able to love you more. Both of you will be very comfortable with each other. You'll be comfortable with your body. You'll be comfortable to accept who you are because you are confident sexually. Now, when we talk about positive self-talk, don't forget we also have the negative talks too, right? You have to really, really put this into practice because a lot of times as we're talking positively to ourselves, we want to believe what we say. We want to act on what we said. But the voice, the inner voice keeps saying, no, you fat, you're wrong, you're fat, you're fat. You should not be going out. You should look at yourself and you're not pretty enough. You have to learn how to control that. And knowing that you control those thoughts does not control you, right? And so some examples that I like to use with you guys is if you person, I'm talking about a curvy woman, for example, who wants to start working out, but she doesn't want to go to the gym, right? She said, why do I need to go to the gym? I'm already fat and disgusting, right? A lot of people say that. I know I did. Before I started working out, which I love working out, I used to say, what's the point? What's the point? I've always been a big girl. Going to the gym is not going to help me, right? That's what I used to say to myself. And I used to say, I'm out of shape and overweight anyway. I might as well not even bother. Well, I changed that. I changed that to I am capable and strong, and I want to get healthier for me, right? You see the difference because the fact that I changed that mindset of saying, I want to get healthier for me, I love going to the gym. Working out is a habit. Working out is something that makes me feel really good. So this is a powerful, powerful opportunity for me to learn and from others and to grow. When I am talking to my plus size women, it's not just me telling them to love or teaching them how to accept themselves. It's them teaching me too. It's them helping me to mentioned earlier that I didn't love who I am. The body I was in was not who Muriam Cinevert is now. The body I was in, if someone gave me a compliment, I thought they wanted something from me. It wasn't that they were being truthful. They were not saying I was pretty just to say I was pretty. I thought there was something behind it. And so I work on that and unleash the confidence within me to accept me for who I am now. And then when I walk in the room, you're going to know Muriam Cinevert is here, not because I'm being cocky or anything, because I am confident and I carry my confidence very well. And confidence also has to do with how sexy you feel. Right? So, and this is why I've created in the magazine a section called Sexy Has No Size, because sexy doesn't have a size. Oh, it's 20 already?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God, and I was having fun.
Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? And that particular section of the magazine is a perfect place to pause and give the audience an opportunity to interact with you. And the thought that comes to mind as you're speaking is that success in business has no size. And it's not just the size of your body. I mean, what I'm really getting from what you're creating is that I may say to myself, my business is too small. I can't do X, Y, Z. I may say to myself, I do not have the education that so-and-so has. Therefore, I can't do X, Y, Z.
Right.
And what I'm getting through your speaking is that I am speaking to myself all the time anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell myself a whole load of BS. If I'm speaking to myself anyway, why can't I speak? Why shouldn't I speak to myself?
Positively.
In a way that nurtures me
Right.
and opens that up. So really, thank you for bringing that to our business community and to the Daily Huddle. So I want to now open it up for questions. And as I usually do, I start with Giovanni.
Well, thank you, Saurel. Miriam, this was beautiful. Thank you for being so vulnerable, so open, so naked about the conversation that for so many of us who are big size like myself, I appreciate what you said. I'm going to say it wrong, but I just loved it. I am an example for my big size divas. That was so cool, right? And sexy has no size. That is amazing. Thank you for just being out there like that. I just had to start with that. I loved it, and yes, when we put it together in the context of who I am out there as a businessman or who I am out there as a businesswoman, my confidence is radiating and allows me to create more businesses for myself, right? But so thank you so much. I have questions, but I'd rather open it up to the audience and see what we can create together. Andrea, I see that you have your hand up. Go ahead.
Miriam, thank you so much for such an inspirational time. You truly inspire. I can only imagine how it's in person. If we get so much inspiration virtually, I can only imagine the energy that you radiate when you're around other people. So,
Yeah.
my question is specifically about all your beliefs are about, from what I loving yourself, putting yourself as the most important relationship that you have.
Mm-hmm.
How do you work with people? Do you offer coaching services? Is it a virtual community? Can you explain a little bit of how we can connect with you or recommend people that may be interested in exploring this way of living, that we can recommend your services?
Definitely. I work with one-on-one also as a group. When I'm working with my coaching clients, I let them know that this is a spiritual journey. It's just not words of speaking out, you're just saying words. It's a spiritual journey that I do help individuals to connect with their higher self. The higher self is greater than anything in this world, believe it or not. And so once to get in touch with me, it's easy. You can contact me on Facebook under my name, or you can always shoot me over an email at miriam1996@gmail.com. You can get in touch with me there. We can get with Saurel also. He'll give you my contact information. But yes, those are ways that you can contact me.
Thank you very much.
And Saurel, without cutting you off, I have a free gift for your audience. I had created a I Choose Me affirmations, which is number 2 in the spiritual billboard in Atlanta and number 4 globally. And I would like to give that affirmations to every one of you. If you just go ahead and shoot me an email that says I want the free gift, and what that does, it will automatically put you on the subscription list for True Self, number 1, and then you will receive these affirmations from me.
So go ahead and repeat the email address, and I'll type it in the chat so that everyone can copy it and take advantage of your free offer.
For the free offer, you can email me at info@trueselfmag.com. That's info@trueselfmag.com.
All right, that sounds great. Thank you for that, Miriam. The Daily Huddle and its listeners appreciate that. And we have a question from Karina.
Hi, Karina.
Hi. I so enjoyed your talk today,
Thank you.
and I enjoyed your vulnerability and honesty and introspection in your sharing your story. And it sounded like Andrea asked similar to what I was thinking, but I guess I just wanted a little bit of clarity about how you transition from your own, I'll just say your own journey to being able to offer something for other people. Is that clear?
Yes. Lots of practice. Lots of practice self-talk, positive self-talk, and crying. Hated myself. I hated myself for many years. I hated the way I looked. I hated. And so every day I will practice. And as I mentioned earlier, the negativities will always come in. The voice of saying you're not good enough, nobody loves you, you're ugly, you are fat, you're disgusted looking, will always come. But I had to learn how to fight it. I had to learn how to fight it and say, no, I am beautiful in my own skin. I love who I am. So yes, it takes a lot of practice.
Thank you, Karina. Thank you, Miriam. We also have a question from Thomas.
Thomas.
Thomas, you're up.
Hi, Thomas.
My question is, you're bringing up the plus size women, but it's not really the plus size women you're talking to. It's people. Our thoughts, emotions, and feeling and self-talk actually affect us all. How do you, in the long run, squash those things that come up so easily and are so powerful in our subconscious that we're not even aware of, that drive us to this destructive self-talk? And how do you recognize it when it comes up?
Okay. To answer your question about not talking, I know it's everyone who goes through struggle. I decided to do this for the curvy women because I can relate, because I am a curvy woman. I can relate to all the other plus size divas out there. Okay. But as far as when you have those emotions that comes up, how do you identify them? Well, when you find yourself in a place that doesn't feel good emotionally, it just drains you out, then that's one way of recognizing I need something else in my life. I need a positive influence. I need some positive self-talk in my life. So when I was going through my journey, that was one way. I would be at home and I would feel a heavy load. And it wasn't a heavy load of overwhelmed, it was a heavy load of negativities that came over me, of negativities. So I had to find that place. We all need that place, a place where you feel at peace, a place that you feel belong, a place that you feel love, wherever that is. That could even be in the kitchen, right? So you find that place that you feel at peace and you stay there and you allow yourself to think nothing negative to come over you, but positive with love. And whatever it is, it could be just, I am handsome, just a simple word of, I love me, a simple word of, I need me, and receive those words with love, with your right palm. Receive those words with love. Hope that answers your question.
Thank you, Miriam, and thank you for everyone who participated. You know, I'm taking this away. It is that place where I love myself, that place where I am worthy, that place where I am enough, that place where I'm capable of anything I say isn't some place I find somewhere. It is a place that I create myself. Just as I am creating the crappy place I may be in. Muriam, this is phenomenal. Thank you so much for the contribution you made to the
Thank
Daily Huddle
you.
world
Thank
this
you.
morning. Giovanni, your opportunity to give Muriam her last words and close us out, my friend.
Thank you, Saurel. Thank you, Miriam, and thank you all of you for being here at the virtual Daily Huddle zone, and everyone who's on Facebook. Thank you for plugging in. This was a phenomenal conversation. I really got a lot for myself. I love the opportunity to come from a place where I am enough and then work out from there, rather than I'm working out to become somebody else. That was really magical, powerful. I'm like all excited about it. So Miriam, thank you for being here. What are your last words?
Well, my last word to you all is this: create your daily ritual routine, understand, appreciate, and love yourself more. Let go of the past, and see the beauty in life and now. See the beauty, and that will bring you greater joy. That's my
Beautiful.
Awesome. Everyone, thank you. Miriam, thank you.
Thank you.
This is episode 46 of your Daily Huddle. We're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, whether you're here in the studio audience or live on Facebook watching from Rwanda, Africa. Welcome and goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.